This is how it goes. I'm a young married lady of 25 years old. It's been 6 months of marriage. My husband is always demanding for sexual intercourse almost every day. Sometimes even twice a day without even asking me if I am in the mood. I usually refuse him. He gets angry. Sometimes, when he's extremely angry, I pity him and I just force myself to be in the mood. However, recently he changed suddenly and no longer disturbs me like before. Now he can go a month without even touching me, which makes me uncomfortable. Even when I try to get close to him or play with my husband, he says he's not in the mood. My concern is, could he be getting satisfaction elsewhere? Because the man I married couldn't stay 24 hours without getting some. Please help me. If my husband is seeing someone else this early in the marriage, it could cause serious damage and issues in our relationship like it is already. Kindly advise me on what to do, please. I want my husband back, the one who always desired me and disturbed me for XXX every day. Please help me. Now, I hate it. I hate it when people say things like that because they get in your head. Like yesterday, I was watching that Catherine, sorry, talking about her relationship with her husband, her ex-husband, Austin. Is he Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
Austin.
Makbroom.
Yes, Austin, where she was saying that she went 5 years without having any sexual intercourse with her partner, with her husband. 5 years, because she found out he was cheating on him. She felt very betrayed, and then it was just a mixture of emotions. You're angry, you're happy, you're confused. Am I going on in this relationship? And so on and so forth. So she started to withdraw because intimacy cannot thrive in a space where there is emotional friction. It just is the reality of things. And then she said that she was watching a show, Tyra Banks, a few years when she was younger, and on Tyra Banks, they'd said that, what was the saying that it said? Something about if something about if your man is not getting it from you, he's getting it. Oh, if your husband or your partner has time to go to the bathroom, he has time to cheat.
Oh yeah, it's now a trending sound
Yes.
on TikTok. Yeah.
If your husband or your partner has time to go to the bathroom, they have time to cheat. And that seeped into her psyche. She didn't even realize it until much later on when when people are telling her, oh, your husband is cheating on you, your husband is cheating. She's like, Ashley, does he have time? Because we're together all the time, we work together, we're constantly at home together. Like, does he actually have time to cheat? Like, that seeps into your psyche without you knowing, and it becomes such a deep rooted ideology in your life. So sometimes when we tell you things, I go back and I'm like, could I have caused someone's psyche to change or shift with what I say? And for that reason, I'm not going to say that your partner is cheating. I don't know if your husband is cheating. And yes, the saying of if he's not getting it from home, he's getting it somewhere else is a very common story, and sometimes we use it to justify and validate our own emotions without necessarily making investigations and finding out wagwan. So I would personally advise you to find out what's going on. If you keep shutting someone down, let's be honest, if you keep shutting someone down, they tell you, give me that water, pass me a glass of water, and you're like, ugh, no. I ask you again, pass me that glass of water, and you're like, dude, can you just get it for yourself? I ask you, pass me that glass of water, you're like, come on, stop, you're annoying me. If you keep doing that, at some point I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm not going to ask Turi to pass me that glass of water because I know her reaction. I'll just go and get the water myself, right? In the same way, if you've been shutting him down and shutting him down and shutting him down, maybe he just got to a point where he's like, you know what? I don't need to ask anymore because I know the answer, which leads to other issues down the road of, okay, fine, I'm not getting any from my home, maybe I will pursue it otherwise. Yes, it can lead to that over time, and if not checked or if left unchecked for a long time, it may lead to that because you do know of their sexual appetite, right? However, let's not jump gun. I think it's time for you to now also initiate, okay? But have a conversation before. I know we say that a lot, communicate, but sit down with your husband. Let's talk. Explain your perspective. Let him understand where you are coming from with all of this. Let him understand that for you, sexual intercourse is not just bound, we're done. You need to be, wooed. You need to be riled up, and the mood needs to be set over the day, or whichever way you prefer it, right? Let's have these conversations and then try a different strategy or a different system of setting up this, even if it's scheduling intimacy, because honestly, sometimes it gets to an age where you're just like, yeah, we need to probably schedule intimacy. But like, have a chat first. Make sure he understands your perspective as well. Don't just jump gun and assume he's cheating on you, because that will then lead to other issues of like, oh, you're cheating on me. Now you're starting to investigate his. No, no, no. Let's be adults about it. Let's talk, right? Talk about the issue, and then the solution should be presented. Let's schedule intimacy. Let's. That's what I would advise.
The older I get, the more I realize how important it is to go to counseling for therapy with your partner.
Yep.
Because there are things you find yourself unable to communicate effectively or to
Yep.
communicate without, having that emotional tone tied to it.
Yep.
And it's as simple as saying, hey, babe, before we have sex, there are things I need met. There are needs I need met. There are things I need to be done. There's communication I need for me to be in the mood. Because sometimes it could feel like all this person wants to do is and nothing else. And it can feel very lonely and very
Used. You can
feel very
feel used.
objectified.
Yeah.
Because is that all I am to you? Like, where's the cuddling? Where's, let's hold hands.
The
let's
romance.
do something. Like, let's sit down together. Let's have a chat. Let's go on a date. See, all of these things are not being done and you're feeling a bit resentful, but you're still having, there's still an expectation for you to put out because I am your wife. So there's that, both of you are now resentful of each other. You just want to do this, and I need the romantic part of it. Talk to me during the day. See, till you come home,
Nikatie.
we've not talked the whole day, and then you want me to geuka. And do what? It doesn't work like that. So having like a third party present, an impartial third party, who can help you communicate this to your husband, so that it doesn't feel like an attack. Because sometimes that's the route we go. We're like, wait till you don't even buy me flowers, wait till you don't even do this for me. Alafu anakuambia, hiyo pesa ya flowers tununue nyama tukule tushibe, maua itakufa. So there are just so many things that happen and so many things that are not communicated, and both of you become so resentful when you could have just sat down and talked about it. So don't assume he's cheating. At the same time, don't be a foolish girl, okay? So
He could be. We're
he
not
could
saying
be.
he's not.
Yeah.
We're not saying he's not cheating. He could be cheating. All we're saying is talk.
Yeah. Don't let that be the first place you go to. Okay, all right. And now we're going to get into the last segment of the show. It's time for On the Know Friday.